Creativity is given life by the hands of a potter. Washington Borough resident Barry Smith knows this to be true, but his own work with pottery, he says, has actually shaped him too. Inspired and instructed by his daughter Casey, a college student taking a basic ceramics course, Barry used cookie cutters and a rolling pin to create his very first redware ornaments in the basement of his home in 1999. In 2003, his workspace relocated to a backyard barn that became the Blue Rock Pottery Shop. Apart from enrolling in a few instructional classes, Barry taught himself the basics of pottery through trial and error, opening the door for plenty of future creativity. Gaining inspiration from napkins and paper plate designs, as well as from work created by other local artists, his art has become popular among neighbors and family. For Barry, working with pottery is not only a hobby, but is an escape from the real world too.
My job is very people intense. It's concrete, it's sequential, it's rules, it's regulations, and when you do that 8 hours a day, 10 hours a day, 40 to 50 hours a week, I needed something different.
Work as a potter, though, is not always easy. Being able to roll with the punches is an ability necessary when at the wheel and in life.
You have to be willing that you start something on a wheel, it doesn't get centered right, you're halfway through it and it's too thin and it just collapses or falls apart. That's disappointing, but it's not devastating. So you have to be willing to take a little disappointment. And then the great reward is when you do a nice piece and it turns out just the way you want it.
Barry's artwork itself has actually helped him cope with other disasters, those in his own life. In July of 2007, Barry's 27-year-old son Kevin was on his way to the beach with his fiancée when their car was hit broadside by a Greyhound bus. Both were killed. Since then, Blue Rock Pottery Shop has taken on a new meaning for Barry.
Every piece I do gets a signature of mine, but it also gets Kevin's initials on it. So that makes every piece very, very special to me. So I think I've been able to stop and smell the roses, and I think that has been uplifting, and I think it's made me a better person because I've taken the time to do that.
Barry says he spent many hours in his little barn during this difficult time.
It was comforting. When I needed to be around people, it was good to be around people. People were great encouragement. But there was times to just be alone with my thoughts, alone with some music, maybe some dreams, and this has allowed me to do that.
Barry hopes to continue working in his shop, especially after retirement, in order to shape himself and his dreams, 1 pound of clay at a time.